and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
Yes, indeed, it is a beautiful Friday morning. It's time for the First Federal program. We're joined by Todd Van Sickle this morning as our host. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you today?
Well, it's brighter than it was a week ago at this time, so.
Another beautiful fall morning. We've been very blessed with a really great fall, it seems like.
Yes, I was looking at the forecast for over the weekend, and they're calling for mid-40s tomorrow, and I'm going, okay, it's Veterans Day, but there's no precipitation chance really in the air, so it's going to be a good Veterans Day this year.
Kind of a strange season. We're post-Halloween, post-Boo Fest. We're waiting for the next holidays to come up. Half the trees still have leaves on them, it seems like, in early November, so it's going to be a late leaf-breaking year, it seems like.
Yeah, I was debating getting out there and raking my leaves, and then I looked up and realized only one of my trees was fully leaf-free, so I said, you know what, I'll just wait.
That's what I thought, too. But then, next thing you know, there's going to be snow covering the leaves, so you won't be able to rake them.
Yep.
Well, yes, tomorrow is Veterans Day. If you see a veteran out and about this weekend, give them a handshake, give them a hug, tell them thank you for their service. If you know a veteran, give them a call. We're very thankful for our veterans for the service their service and the freedom we have because of their service. So there is a Veterans Day program at Rochester High School today from 11 to noon. Guest speakers will be Rudy Ackham, our 2nd District U.S. Congressman, Mayor Ted Denton. There'll be a military flag folding ceremony, and there'll be performances by the Rochester High School Band and Choir. So if you have a chance to get out there today, I know sometimes Veterans Day, like you said, it's been nasty weather for Veterans Day.
Yeah, I remember being out there because we always carry the broadcast on Veterans Day, and I remember a few years being out there fighting off the rain and the snow.
Yeah, on the square right there. I remember one of those recently. Well, in honor of Veterans Day, we have a trivia question based on our armed services.
All right.
It's the birthday today for the U.S. Marine Corps.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Okay. What year was it founded? If you know that, you may have already seen this item in the news. 1725, 1775, 1852, or 1875.
Okay.
Well, maybe let our guests, we have our guests, Harry Webb and Christine Walsh from the Downtown Partnership today. They can play at the end of the game. They're big trivia buffs, I know. They were just bragging about how well they do the Dam Landing trivia.
Can we use our phone in this one?
Right.
No phone a friend. No phone a friend. I think we maybe even had this question in trivia before, I think.
Must not have been paying attention.
So, sports. We have Tanner Lee with us again today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tanner.
Yes, it's that time of year where local winter sports are ramping up in action or beginning.
Yeah, girls basketball is pretty hot and heavy right now.
Yes, girls basketball's hot and heavy. Rochester got their first win of the season over Northwestern on Wednesday night by a score of 40-20.
Wow. Yeah, I see that Northwestern's down this year after a couple state championships. I saw another team beat them by 40 the other night too.
Right. So, but you got to play. Got to play who's on your schedule. Yeah. So,
well, they're in the same conference now, I think, aren't they? Aren't they one of the new teams in the TRC?
I think you're right. I don't know if that's in effect this
Maybe
year or next year, but coming up.
I think it'll be next year.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard to keep up with the high school expansion. It's kind of like college anymore.
Might be easier, actually.
Yeah, but.
Well, congratulations their win over the Northwestern Tigers.
Yes, Ladies Zebras only have 7 on the varsity roster this year, so. Yeah. Gotta keep out of foul trouble, keep healthy, all those things. So.
Got some tired girls after that game. Probably.
Oh, I'm sure. So congratulations to them. Hopefully that's the first of many wins this year. Going to college sports, college basketball underway now. It's hard to believe it's already here.
So it used to be like Thanksgiving and after.
It seems like it's getting earlier and earlier. Like the NBA is kind of getting earlier and earlier every year. But everybody's underway. So far, all the big programs in the state are undefeated. They're all 1-0, and I know Purdue and Indiana are in action tonight. And then Notre Dame, I'm not sure if it's tonight or tomorrow. I think it's tonight as well.
This is kind of cupcake season, isn't it? The first couple of weeks.
Yeah, first couple. Well, for the Big Ten, a lot of the teams are in the GABA games next week with the Big East, so you start seeing some matchups. And then Thanksgiving week, like you said, a lot of big tournaments going on and invitationals. So nice to have college basketball back. And then college football this weekend. Purdue and Indiana are in action. Notre Dame has a bye week, so they have only 2 games left of their season, which I think a lot of their fans are glad they have a bye week.
Yeah, they're still thinking New Year's Day Bowl. I don't know, 3 losses, but Notre Dame travels.
Exactly. I was gonna say, if there's any team out there with 3 losses who can get New Year's Six bowls, probably Notre Dame. But Indiana still got a chance to make a bowl. They need to win their last 3, but they got a good home win over Wisconsin.
I love their optimism. One of the linebackers last week before the game said, "We're still going to a bowl game."
That's the mentality you have to have. So,
You're 4 wins away from that, but
but hey, they're one step closer after last
Right.
week. So they go on the road over to Champaign to face Illinois, who's 4-5, fighting for bowl eligibility themselves.
unfortunately, Purdue has that 7 behind them.
They do have that 7 behind them, but I did see somebody who still had them making a bowl.
Okay.
At 5, now, if they win their last 3 games, get 5 and 7.
Yeah.
If there's not enough 6 and 6 teams, there's
Yeah.
a lot would have to happen.
I
But
didn't even know you want to take Indiana as a 6 and 16.
they get the 6 wins they deserve to make it. So Illinois 6.5 point favorite. That game's at noon on the Big Ten Network. Purdue, like you mentioned, lost Michigan last week, so now they're 2-7. They host Minnesota tomorrow. It's 5-4. Purdue is a 1-point favorite. Probably just because home field advantage, I guess.
And Minnesota and Purdue, that's kind of their nemesis a little bit. The
Yeah.
teams that should win that game typically don't win that game.
You're right. PJ Flex kind of had Purdue's number since
Yeah.
they got there. Purdue did beat them last year. That game's at 3:30 on NBC, so it's a
National
nationally
TV.
televised game.
Must be slim pickings this
Yeah, I
weekend.
think it is. I think Fox grabbed the Penn State Michigan game,
Okay.
then NBC grabbed Ohio State at night, and then
Okay.
yeah,
How to fill that slot?
how to fill that slot.
Well, it could have been IU and Illinois.
Could have been
Probably
IU
worse.
or Iowa Rutgers. That the over/under is 28.5.
Okay.
So
Iowa has will score 28 points.
they're saying combined those 2 teams will score 28
over under.
points.
Okay, that's right. Over
Yeah,
under.
it's yeah. So Iowa will probably win about 13-10 or something like that.
Maybe that was a Freudian slip. I said IU first. Yeah.
Pro sports, the Bears got their 3rd win of the year last night, beating the Panthers 16-13.
I was traveling and listened to it on the radio last night. That sounded like an ugly game.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly. 2 teams that are definitely kind of struggling, but the Bears, even if they lost, they were in a win-win situation because they own the Panthers pick, so first round pick. So
Will the Panthers be the top 10? Or kind of
right now,
Arizona?
they'd be number 2. Arizona would be number 1. But I'd say one of those 2 teams is probably likely to have number 1
It
pick.
could be an interesting scenario draft-wise for the
Oh yeah,
Bears.
oh yeah. Yeah, they
Is it
got
quarterback, not quarterback. Yeah.
They're gonna have a lot of good options out there. So then the Colts, 4-5 after beating the Panthers last week. They played the Patriots in Germany on
Yes.
Sunday morning, 9:30 on the NFL Network, and also I'm guessing right here.
Right here, we'll have
Number
pregame
one.
starting at 8:30 Sunday
Right,
morning.
early.
Yeah, that's a little
Sunday
different.
morning.
It is a little different, but we're looking
That'll
forward
be
to it.
fun. That'll
Yep.
be fun.
So you gotta be here to press the right buttons at 8:30.
Yes.
Okay. Then take a nap after that, right?
Yep.
That's your Sunday sleeping day.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Colts are 2-point favorites in that game. So and keep an eye on the Patriots. There's a lot of rumors that Bill Belichick, if this will probably be his last year there, and he might not even make it to the end of the season, which is pretty crazy with how many championships that guy has. But
Yeah.
Colts and Patriots still a rivalry?
I don't think near what it was, but I still think the Colts fans don't like the Patriots just because of what it
Yeah.
was at one
I
time.
think, yeah, that's...
We got a couple tidbits here this morning. On this day in 1969, Sesame Street premiered on PBS TV.
Yeah.
I believe it's still going strong today.
Yes, in some way, shape, or
I
form.
think it's on HBO now. Or something
Is it?
like that, isn't it?
On Max, maybe?
Current
or
shows,
is it?
yeah.
Okay.
That's a great history. I mean, did you watch Sesame Street?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
I think I was a little bit past that age
A
when
little
it
bit
came
past.
on. Yeah.
On this day in 1990, Home Alone premiered in Chicago. That's one of my favorites around this time of year.
Good
Home
movie.
Alone 1 and 2.
Hard to
especially.
believe that movie's that old.
I know. It's
And
still one of the
you'll
classics.
feel really weird when you find out there's 5 of them.
I knew there was 4. I didn't know there was 5.
Yep, there's a 5th one now.
I guess I'll have to go looking for that one.
I heard a rumor that might be on the
no.
Times Theater December fair too.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. And on this day in 2014, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 premiered in London, which that series has been very popular.
Yes.
The books and the movies, I should say. And we got some days today. Today is World Top-Up Day.
Okay.
National Vanilla Cupcake Day,
Always good.
U.S. Marine Corps birthday, as our trivia question already said. Area Code Day, Never Forget Me Not Day,
Okay.
World Science Day for Peace and Development, Sesame Street Day, and International Accounting Day.
Mm.
Sesame Street, yeah, I used to be able to do an Elmo impression, but I haven't done that for a long time,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to try.
It makes it be content.
Yeah, it's the perfect place to try it.
But have that recorded and use that against me. Upcoming events.
Yeah, you just mentioned the Times Theater a minute ago. I see they're having some live music tomorrow night. Ike, Rory, and the Rhythm Riders will be playing. That starts at 7 o'clock. Free admission for veterans tomorrow, with
Awesome.
tomorrow being Veterans Day, which is great. $10 for civilians, and kids ages 12 and under are free but must be accompanied by an adult. There are group rates and VIP packages available. Message at the Times Theater on Facebook for more details.
Okay.
If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, go see some live music.
And Harry, do you know that band?
Oh, Ike is really good.
Ike's really
Yeah.
good, okay.
Yeah, he's very talented.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then see the St. Joseph's Catholic Church is holding their annual pie auction.
It is pie season.
It is pie season on Sunday, November 19th. It's going to be following the 10:30 Mass at their church hall. The event's open to the public, and there will also be a free will donation lunch provided by the Knights of Columbus at 11:30. Pie auction will then begin at noon. All proceeds will support the medical clinic at their sister parish, which is in Haiti. So,
Okay.
so yeah, they put this on every year, and they always reach out and want us to mention on the program. So we're glad to do so.
I think I saw a really bad pumpkin joke yesterday. I might just see. I hope I remember this right. It's about pie.
Okay.
So, what happens when you divide the circumference of a pumpkin by its radius? You get pumpkin pie.
That's a good one. I like that.
That's a good one for accounting day or something.
Yeah, there we go. It fits it right.
I hope I got that right.
Well, it sounded good to
Sounds
me, so.
So thanks. Upcoming
You're welcome.
events.
Yes.
Flowers. I mean, didn't have anything there, but it's Veterans Day weekend, so we want to celebrate our veterans and thank them for serving our country. So, flowers always to our veterans.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
Dow was down a little bit yesterday, 220 points, but the positive news, it's up 152 over the last month.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Look for the bright side.
Glass half full. Yeah.
Yep.
And also a couple strikes have been settled. Screen Actors Guild strike was recently settled. So I guess we can see new TV shows going into production. And,
Yep.
and the UAW had tentative agreements with Ford, GM, and Stellantis, and approval votes are pending, but I saw maybe there was a GM negative vote recently, so hope all the people get back to work. And let's hope that people get back to work.
Yes, yes.
So, First Federal Savings Bank is open today and tomorrow, 8:30 to 5 today, and tomorrow 8:30 to noon. On Veterans Day, we will be open.
Mhm.
We will not be closed Friday or Monday like some places are.
Awesome.
You can always bank with us online, even when we're open, on our online mobile app, which is free to download. Our ATM's always available 24/7, 365. Even on holidays, Thanksgiving Day coming up, hard to believe it's 2 weeks away almost. Well, it is 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now.
Less than 2 weeks away now.
We have a lot of great specials going on this time of year. Unusual to
Yes,
have
we
these
do.
specials. The way interest rates are, we got a 10-month CD special at 5.10% APY. And we have two great loan specials going on now. We have a November purchase special for all fixed rate loans disclosed from now to November 30th. You'll receive a lender credit of $750 for loans of $200,000 and less, and $1,250 lender credit for loans above $200,000. So that's good news. I mean, if you want to be in the market to purchase a home, you can get closing costs reduced by $750 or $1,250.
Yeah.
Also, we have a construction special going on now. We're very busy with construction loans this year. At this time of year, I see a lot of those going through our loan committee and all getting approved. Our construction permanent special, which is one close, one loan. So you do your construction, then you modify at the end of the construction term into your monthly payments with a 7/6 ARM and a 30-year fixed rate programs. You can contact Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson for more information about the credits for closing costs and the construction special, so they can help you out. They're happy to help you out. Just call Ben or Stacy, and they'll be available to help you. We also offer Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts. When you open a checking account, you get a free gift. Tanner had that here a couple of weeks ago, a Dolly Parton loaf pan.
Yeah.
Good for baking bread or meatloaves or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe even some pie.
Yeah,
Loaf pie.
yeah, whatever you want to do.
Never
It's
really heard of
all
loaf
purpose,
pie.
I guess.
Maybe
Yeah,
banana
fruitcake,
bread
there
or
you go,
something.
fruitcake, yeah.
Didn't that be that time of season?
Yeah.
Fruitcake season. We also offer commercial loans for business. Lindy Breeden's always available to help you out. Just give him a call. He'll listen to what your needs are and circumstances, and Lindy's very creative and come up with a program to probably help you out. Also this time of year, Mark Blubaugh, Brian Bell with the Medicare special supplement plans are available if you have any questions about that. Brian's our expert on that. He can help you out. But also they're always available to help you plan for retirement, 401k, IRAs, and other financial needs. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. And our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal.
I didn't do the count that time. I got the nines right, I think.
Yes, you did.
Practice makes perfect, right?
Yes.
I want to welcome Harry Webb and Christine Walsh to the microphones today. Our special guests, very busy people of the Downtown Partnership. Christine's involved in a lot of things, and Harry, you've been involved in the Downtown Partnership since the start, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. We appreciate your work you do with the Downtown Partnership. Tell us about what is the Downtown Partnership and what is its mission?
The Rochester Downtown Partnership is a Indiana Main Street organization. So the format and founding is based on Indiana Main Street organization, which is a statewide organization for smaller communities to help with all kinds of things to help downtowns prosper and grow. It's Lieutenant Governor is in charge of the Department of Commerce, and it kind of filters down from her into the Main Street organization down to these local organizations. We are a 501c3 organization, so we are a tax deductible nonprofit. Currently, our board is all volunteer. We don't have any paid staff.
Is that unusual for an organization like this?
Well, the larger ones do have paid staff. We're hopefully get to that point someday. You know, we've as we've been growing, we've got our staff. We have a great board, very active board. It basically consists of three. It's a three-legged stool, and there's a promotions committee, which holds on the events today. That's what Christine is here to talk about what she has going on today. There's a design committee, which is chaired by Chad Heisey, and that does the look and the feel of downtown, and he has some interesting projects we'll talk about. And then there's economic vitality, which basically helps stimulate economic growth in the downtown area.
And this is all funded primarily through donations, right?
100% funded by donations.
100% donations.
The city and the county give us funds as well. But yeah, it's 100% funded by donations.
So all those downtown festivals we see that Christine Walsh is typically involved with, thanks to Christine and her hard work, those come from our local community citizens donating money to the Downtown Partnership, and things like the Nickel Plate Music Festival, Boo Fest recently. Now you have another event coming up too,
Holiday Stroll.
Holiday Stroll. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. There's a great schedule for that, but we talked about Chad and some design things. So what are some things going on with that?
Yeah, Chad, the design committee's done lots of things over the years. Things like our park benches, the bicycle bike racks. We did get the city to change the poles out. But
That's nice, yeah.
the very successful thing he did last year was the hero banners, where people could purchase a banner and honor a veteran. And those went up last year right after the Christmas decorations come down.
I remember that.
And we're going to do it again this year.
A very nice touch to honor our veterans.
And that's been a great fundraiser for RDP. And so anyway, that project, it's too late to get one for this year. But if it's successful, we're going to continue to do that program.
Maybe never too late for next year.
And the other thing that's really been occupying a lot of his time is that thing we're calling Gathering of History. There's a lot of people in our community that know the stories behind some of these buildings. You know, our downtown has been around since about 1880s, 1860s maybe even. And most of the buildings were built from 1880 on to probably 1910s. But there's a lot of really interesting, downtown Rochester, the main street was the Michigan Road.
Right.
And downtown Rochester has always been a very bustling downtown because of the 30, what became US
Primary
31.
north-south route.
Yep. And lots of interesting stories about the businesses, and there's a lot of seniors in our community that know some of those stories. So we're trying to get them to come together and just tell us about
That's
those
a great
stories.
idea.
And eventually, we're recording it with RTC. They're recording it, and we're putting it on video. And eventually, we're going to clip it all down and put it on. It'll be on YouTube channels. It'll also be QR codes on some of the park benches. Like if you're looking at a building, you might be able to scan a QR code and hear a story about that building.
It's a very nice touch.
So that's kind of what we're working towards. And he has a couple events coming up. November 20th, it's called Memories of the Block. And that event is at the theater at 6:30. It'll probably be held in the new Charvel studio, which is right to the right of the theater entrance. But if you would like to participate, come hear some stories or tell some stories, we'd love to hear them. That's November 20th at 6:30. And
I always hear from people saying, well, I remember when such and such was there, I used to go there for a soda or something like that.
Or some funny little thing happening about the elephants running down the street. You know, those kind of stories we want to hear. You know, also on December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, the theater is showing the Mel Gibson movie We Were Soldiers, in conjunction with the VFW and American Legion. Chad and Steve will also be there with their camera, and hope that we can get some stories from some of our local veterans.
Well, that'd be nice.
So that's
That's
basically
great.
what Chad's working
A
on.
lot of going on. I want to save some time for Christine here because
You bet.
you talked about lots
That's
of
why we got her here.
volunteer opportunities and even the banners on the light poles. Christine's involved with that.
Uh-huh.
So next coming up, December 1st, Holiday Stroll. Christine, tell us all about that.
It's December 1st. That's the Friday. No, you're right. I just want to make sure everyone knows December 1st, the Friday, from 6 to 8. Last week I got a call from the head elf confirming that Santa will be here.
He has kind of a scheduled arrival, doesn't he?
He does, 6. He'll, he gets in at 6 and will light the lights like normal. And a lot of the businesses are going to have hot chocolate or cookies or candy canes.
Well, it's nice you have contact with the head elf there, right?
Well,
So
I mean,
that happens.
since I am an event coordinator, they have an event coordinator, so we
That's
have to
true.
work
Just
together.
coordinate, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
I've been downtown for that before, and there's quite a line that forms for the house and Santa's visit, so
Yes.
it's a great opportunity to take advantage of that.
Yes. Also, a representative from Santa's reindeers will be here again, Nutcracker.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. He will be here again, and we're also going to have ice carvers, which we've had before, and we have one other surprise that I'm not going to give away, but there will be something else happening downtown.
The season of surprises. You need to let that happen.
That's right.
Surprises
yes.
are good.
Yeah. So
we usually put Paul in charge of weather.
and sorry, yes, and the school band will play again.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. We
Yeah.
got caroling.
We will have some, as far as I know, we're going to have some caroling. So there's a lot going on.
It's a really neat event.
It takes a lot to
It's
put things like this together, and you're the head elf kind of from.
I am the head elf.
During the holiday stroll, at least.
Yes, that is true.
You can always use some volunteers, though, can't you?
I sure can. Yes. Oh, and carriage rides.
Oh, carriage rides.
Yeah, we'll have carriage rides again.
So we've got Santa arriving. He's probably arriving in some special vehicle, right?
Yes. As far as I know, last year we had a vintage truck. As far as I know, that's going to happen again.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The fire department always represents, so we appreciate that.
I like it. It's kind of like a little impromptu parade.
Yes, yeah.
Santa comes into town.
Yeah.
And there's usually kids already waiting for him.
Yeah.
And the Santa's house will be out on the square again, I assume?
Yes, it will. Yes.
So we start off with Santa arriving, and then
There's a mailbox there too that they can write a letter
Right,
to Santa.
yes. If for some reason they can't get to see Santa, they could write a letter and drop it in and he'll get it.
So like an adult, probably too embarrassed to sit on Santa's lap.
Yeah,
Drop a letter. Drop a letter.
You can drop a letter in there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's see what surprises come.
Right,
along,
exactly.
That's right.
Santa will get your letter.
And then, said businesses, most of them will be open for hot chocolate and
Mm-hmm.
some
Yeah.
treats, things like that.
Yeah. So stroll down, clear down to the theater.
Yeah, do some shopping, grab a
Yeah,
bite to eat at
Yeah.
any of the restaurants. Everybody will be open and willing to serve.
that's right.
Yeah, last year we did, and we're going to do it again. There's a little coloring page that kids can come in
Okay.
and color, and we had some holiday drinks in there, and it had a good turnout in the pharmacy.
That's great. Yeah.
Good. Fun. It's just a fun night.
Yeah. So businesses are open. Hot chocolate. Paul usually cooperates with the weather, and
I'm gonna try.
you'll have seasonally appropriate weather.
Let's
Right.
hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just hold off on the rain. Something.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a little snow, light
Oh,
snow.
yeah, light snow is
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah.
And does WRI do special Christmas music during that time or not?
Yes, we will have Christmas music playing. Probably already starting. If not, that will kick off the holiday music until Christmas Day.
Well, this is the traditional kickoff of the holiday season for our downtown merchants, and thank you to them. So support your downtown merchants. Shop locally, especially during that time. The Holiday Stroll, bring your family out. It's a great family event, right?
Yeah, so definitely
Friday, December 1st.
from 6 to 8.
6 to 8, okay. What else is going on with Downtown Partnership?
Well, we do have one other committee, and that's our Economic Vitality.
Okay.
Rick Rupert chairs that one. And we are been asked to help prepare something for the Ready 2.0 initiative. So that's, we're gathering information there. We're trying to stimulate building owners who want to improve their apartments upstairs or do major repairs to their buildings. If there is a building owner in downtown, it has to be in our downtown historic district, but if there's a building owner in the downtown area that wants to do a project next year, they need to get hold of me right away. We do have a little questionnaire. We're trying to do several, hopefully we can do some apartment renovations and help the housing in this community.
So that's like you're determining need and what resources are available to match those needs.
Yeah, we're hoping to get some matching grants to help building owners do improvements. A lot of these buildings were built, like I say, in the 1890s, the 1910s, and the electrical upstairs, the HVAC is old, the wiring's old, and it's major expense to turn these apartments into a safe living area. So we'd like to get some stimulus money to help these building owners retrofit these apartments and get them up to standard, modern day codes.
There's probably many ways to contact you if they're interested, but just stop into the pharmacy.
Stop in the
Webb's
pharmacy,
and
yeah.
Harry can help you
Or
out.
you'll send me an email at harry@webrx.com. But
That's good.
we also would like to plug our website. We do have a new website this year, and it's rochester-downtown.com. Very easy. And that's definitely the place to go when you're wondering what's happening with Santa or what's happening with
All the other events that Christine's putting on, right?
Yeah. We also have a very active Facebook page. So if you haven't liked our page, please do.
Yeah.
Of course, Facebook's kind of unpredictable if you see the information or not,
Right.
but you have to kind of go looking for it. But our website, Rochester-Downtown, is a nice new addition.
And it's really good, like, for coming downtown with your family, take a picture and, share that with the Facebook page, and that just
Mhm.
helps promote downtown. And talking about unsung heroes, Christine, I mean, you're one of those because you're involved in all the events that you plan, and thank you for what you do for the community. It's very much appreciated.
Oh, thank you.
You're a very hard worker, and you've said you've been here 5 years, been involved with the Downtown Partnership for 4.5 years.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
your thumbprints on every festival we've had on the streets of downtown.
Yeah.
And it just keeps growing.
Yeah.
These events are meant to be family fun, and they are. They're
I
great.
try to add something new every year. Even if it's small, something a little different.
It's like the surprise, the downtown
That's
stroll.
right.
You got a big one.
We got a big surprise.
Piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
So your success is being shown because before we came on the radio today, we were talking about Boo Fest, and there was an estimate of maybe 3,000 people
Yes.
downtown. I came through town, and it was packed, it seemed like.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
We stimulate a lot of candy sales.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's true.
Yes. Soon.
And I warn the businesses every year, prepare for at least 1,500.
That's great.
And I think they were way more than that this year.
Yeah, I think
Oh my
there was
gosh.
about 3,000 this year.
So it's kind of like the circle of life. People buy the candy, people go to the dentist office, everybody
Right,
gets,
that's
everybody
right.
gets supported.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we've got the Holiday Stroll coming up. Anything else you'd like to add about the Holiday Stroll or anything from the Downtown Partnership?
Just the other event was the Chad Isaacs event on the November 20th,
The story, yeah. Just,
6:30. Yep.
and donations to Downtown Partnership are always accepted.
Yes. You
Yes.
It's
can,
self-funded, so
Yes.
you can click on a link on our website, or you can drop a check off at the store. Our treasurer actually is my accountant, so
and those
we
funds
certainly
are
appreciate the contributions.
are very much needed to keep these events going on. And thank you for all you do, Harry. Thank you for what you do, Christine. We'll let you sit down on the trivia contest.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Marine Corps Day birthday.
Ooh.
What year? 1725, 1775, 1852, or 1875?
I'll let you guys guess first, because I'm very confident in my answer.
So,
I'm going to guess B.
it's not something.
1775.
I don't think so. What was the next one?
1852.
It seems too far away.
I won't that.
1852. Tanner doesn't have an answer. He made it the question.
Yeah.
Paul, your answer.
I'm gonna go B.
1775 is
Yeah.
the correct answer.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's even before 1770, before the country was even founded.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's where I thought it was off.
Well, thank you for being on the show today, Harry and Christine. We'll close with words of wisdom. This is from Marion Wright Edelman, American activist. Education is for, let me start over. Education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it.
Those are great words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Todd, and we'll
Thank
see you
you.
guys again next week.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
See you
all of us.
downtown.
See you.